Welcome everyone to Weekly News and a DWMN major tidbit, and the topic for this video is
flood control corrupt at kontratistas magpapasko sa kulungan.
At sabi ko nga, tingin ko marami-rami ang magpapasko sa kulungan in the next few weeks and few months. No? Dahil nga, nagmadali tayong mag-file ng kaso. To date, I think there are roughly about 4 cases already filed with the Ombudsman.
Magbilang anghel ka nga sana DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon. Nagsampa kasi siya ng kaso laban sa 60 individual na ang target magpasko sa kulungan ang mga walang hiyang lumapastangan sa treasury ng inang bayan. Isama mo dyan yung naunang 20 DPWH personnel na nakakaharap sa flood control cases ng Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office at 4 na kontratista sa Ombudsman. Guess what? Graft and corruption at malversation of public funds. Gaya ng sabi ni Ombudsman Remulla, plunder is overrated. Mahirap pototohanan at mas madaling takasan.
And yung mga charges po, ano-ano po kaya?
Corruption related. Bribery, indirect bribery, malversation, falsification. Yan, maraming ano dito. Maraming involved dito sa mga kasong ito. Kasi nga, ang iniisip lang namin, kung sasama namin, pati yung mga, kasi may kasabihan dito, may sinasabi nga, hanggang janitor daw ng district office kumukuha ng pera eh. Na plunder is overrated. Through all these years, I think there's only been 1 conviction for plunder. That's why we are looking at other crimes that are easier to prove. Because plunder nga is overrated. It is it's full of holes already. And all the jurisprudence about plunder has just explained that it's very hard to pass the test.
Kasunod ang mga pag-file ng kaso na to dun sa mga nirekomendang kaso ng Independent Commission for Infrastructure o ICI kay Ombudsman Remulla, which saw 6 high-profile individuals na nadawit at nakasuhan. Sila ay sina Senator Jinggoy Estrada.
Senator Estrada, Mr. Diskaya, sa dami-dami mong binanggit na pangalan na kongresista, silang tanong ko, Senador, meron ba?
Your Honor, wala po.
Sigurado ka? Safe ka na?
Sigurado po.
Senator Joel Villanueva.
Mr. President, hindi pangalan ng kalye ang pinapalitan. Kaluluwa ng bayan natin ang pinapalitan. Na for almost 40 years hindi ginagalaw. Na for almost 40 years hindi basta-basta pinakikialaman. Bakit? Kaluluwa ng bayan to. Now you see with your own eyes.
Resigned ako Bicol Representative Zaldi Co.
Mr. Speaker, I move to declare vacant the position of Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations.
There's a motion. The Chair hears no objection. Said motion is carried. Session suspended.
Former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo.
Maynard Ngu and I are close friends and we go years back. He is also a close friend and campaign contributor of Senator Chis Escudero. Senator Revilla asked for a commitment, which I suggested. Then he approved at 25% of the total amount of the projects indicated in the list. Sometime in the year 2024, Carlin Villa, a staff of trusted confidant of Senator Binay, called me and asked for a commitment, which was set at 15% of the total amount of the projects indicated in the list. Alcantara collected 15% commitment, or about 37 million, which was turned over to me, and which I then delivered to Senator Binay at a house in Quezon City. Yusek Olaivar personally called me for a meeting to discuss about unprogrammed appropriations, supposedly for the office of the Executive Secretary.
Commission on Audit Commissioner Mario Lipana.
Pero wag na rin po tayo magluhan. Huwag kayong magmamalaki sa akin na malakas kayo kay OWA Commissioner Lipana. Gagawin natin kung ano ang tama sa lungsod ng Pasig. Huwag kayong magmamalaki sa akin na malakas kayo kay OWA Commissioner Lipana.
And somehow, former Caloocan 2nd District Representative Mitch Kahayon Uy.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, it is meant for intelligent fund, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, bakit may intelligence fund? Bakit may intelligence funds po ang MMDA?
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleague, ang Metro Manila Development po ay part ng MNAT na kung saan NTL FCAC. Opo, bahagi po ang Metro Manila Development Authority.
Yung mga kinasuhan para sa 6 na po ay para sa mga proyekto sa Bulacan, Mindoro, La Union, and even Davao Occidental. Isama mo pa yung mga contractor na nakikipagsabwatan sa mga opisyal, elected or not, sa gobyerno. In-announce din ni Secretary Vince Dizon ang paglagda ng isang order na nagbababa ng presyo ng mga construction materials sa gobyerno na apparently lumobo ng at most 75% ayon kay Secretary Dizon, or around 60 billion pesos ang maaaring maging savings ng gobyerno sa mga gastusin sa infrastruktura. Para naman medyo, Remulla seems to be in the middle, unlike Trillanes, which was already seen prejudicially na, attack dog ng liberals or something like that. Binanggit ni Remulla yung the name who cannot be named as someone na pwedeng maging liable sa naging papel ni Zaldico na kanyang chosen but elected appropriations chair noong 19 Congress. Pero let's be real here. Alam nating hindi yun mangyayari. It's just lip service. Para masabing hindi lang sila pumipili ng ilalaglag at kakasuhan. Kung makasuhan man si Romualdez, ibabasura rin yung ganyan.
When we look at the Zaldico cases, and the whole pattern that happened, it was really Zaldico working with some senators that came up with a final version of the budget. And the plan was laid out there. If fingers do not point to the speaker, former speaker, as the leader of the House, he was responsible for the appointment of Zaldico. Although Zaldico was elected on the floor, everybody knows that it was the speaker's choice.
Ang video clip na ito ay galing sa aking series ng News Remember the Recap. Check the entire videos for the complete weekly news recap and subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date sa mga local at global news na I'll make sure will be interesting to you. Particularly you, whatever your name is. Hindi ko alam, sorry. Salamat sa panonood mga ka-farmy. Like, subscribe, follow me like sa socials and avoid Joseph that will be linked down below. So susunod of course. Paalam.